welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so on today's video I wanted to talk about my 6 weeks post C-section recovery update. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So update, I should say. So let's see, I don't know, there's not really a whole lot to tell. I mean, I can make a separate video telling you guys about how the C-section was and how everything happened and how my recovery was, more like in depth. But I was very lucky and my recovery was fast. It was super fast. I'm surprised on how fast I recovered. I always thought, you know, I always hear that C-section, the recovery is the worst part. I mean, not the surgery itself, because you don't really feel anything, but the recovery can be kind of tricky. So I was a little bit scared about that. And by the way, I'm wearing no makeup today. I'm sorry guys, I'm recording this video like last minute. It's like 6:20 p.m. So I'm lucky that I still have good lighting. And yeah, it's been another hectic day in my new life as a mommy. And yeah, so I just got back from running some errands and getting some stuff for Lucas. And so here I am trying to record this video. I was gonna record it yesterday, but I didn't have time. But anyways, so let's get started. So as you know, I ended up having a C-section. My plan was to have a natural birth, but it didn't happen. So yeah, so I ended up having a C-section. So like I said, my recovery was super fast. And yeah, I'm gonna say 2 weeks after the surgery, I was feeling completely recovered. Even 1 week after the surgery, I was feeling pretty good. Again, I was super surprised. The incision healed really well and fast, and yeah, I have no complaints. I did have an appointment with the doctor that did the C-section 1 week after the C-section just to make sure, you know, to check on my incision and make sure that it was healing fine. And yesterday I did have my 6 weeks follow-up appointment at the doctor. It was a different one. It wasn't the one that delivered Lucas. It was someone else. But and it was one of my favorite doctors anyway, so it was fine. And it was, I swear to God, I spent more time there waiting to get into the, you know, to the room, and all they did was they checked my weight, and let me tell you, okay, I think right after he was born, I had lost even more weight than, I don't know, that what the scale shows right now. That's what I think. I told the nurse yesterday, I told her, I said, can you believe that I haven't stepped on a scale? Like, the last time I did that, I was still pregnant. So, I didn't check my weight right after he was born. I should have. Now I kind of regret it, because I would like to know, like, what my weight was then. Because I did feel that because he was at the NICU for so long, I was super stressed and I was eating my feelings out. Yeah, I mean, I'm that kind of person. So the stress made me eat, and I do feel that probably right after the C-section, my weight was less than right now. And between those couple weeks that he was at the NICU, that I was eating like a pig, because again, I was just scared and nervous and stressed. And also eating was my way to kind of cope with the whole situation. I know that's not good at all. I don't recommend it at all, but I just couldn't help it at that time. And then when he came home, just a few days later, my parents came over from Argentina. And you can imagine, you know, they're here visiting, and we go out to eat a lot, or we get food from places, actually, I should say, pretty often. And my mom cooks really nice, like, homemade meals, which, I don't know, if you know me, you know I'm not the best person to cook. I don't cook that much. So having my mom here is great, you know, and she cooks really yummy food, really good food. So between her, you know, my dad also cooks too, and so yeah, they've been, you know, helping me a lot with the baby and everything, and part of that help includes cooking. So I've been enjoying, you know, my favorite dishes and stuff, and they brought me some sweets from Argentina. So guys, I've been just indulging a lot. So yesterday I stood on the scale for the first time in a long time, and my weight was about 120 pounds. So my pre-pregnancy weight was like, I'm gonna say 109 probably. 109. I mean, I wasn't heavy or anything, but I have been lighter, if that makes any sense. And also because, you know, I was working out pretty hard before I got pregnant, so I think I have more muscle, and you know, muscle weighs more than fat. So that's another reason why my weight was probably 109 and not like the lightest that I ever been. I think it was like 96 pounds, but that was like set. I mean, that was no good. Like it was too skinny. Like you would touch my shoulders or, you know, my arms, and you could feel my bones and stuff. So it was just way too much. So basically, if I want to get to my pre-pregnancy weight, I need to lose 10 pounds, around 10 pounds. And how I'm gonna do it, I think I'm gonna go back to the paleo diet. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because that's how I lost the more weight and the fastest. So I'm gonna go back to my paleo diet, and you might be able to, yeah, you should expect some paleo diet videos when I get on that. And that's not gonna be till my parents leave. My parents are gonna be here till like mid-May. They're gonna be here for Mother's Day, and then I think they leave the next day, or 2 days later they leave. 2 days later they're leaving. So yeah, so it's not gonna be in a while. So I tried to kind of start eating healthy while they were here like last week, but it just didn't last. Then the weekend came and I ate a lot again, and this week now I'm just, again, no good, guys, like no good. Too much temptation, you know, too much temptation that I cannot resist right now. I don't know. It was funny because I was telling my mom today, at first I was blaming my bad eating habits on Lucas being at the NICU, and now that they're here, I'm like, oh yeah, now you guys are here and it's hard for me to diet. So it's like there's always some excuse, you know, because why I'm not eating healthy. And that, again, that's not right, I know that, but I don't know, I just can't help it right now. But once they leave, I plan to get on track. I also want to work out again. Yeah, I need to get on working out again. And yeah, my appointment yesterday was super quick. She checked my weight. The nurse checked my weight. They asked me a few questions. They gave me like a questionnaire with all questions about, you know, postpartum depression, which thankfully I don't really think I have that, because I've been, other than some little aspect that I'm gonna talk about in some other video, not right now, I am feeling great, like just great. So yeah, I mean, thankfully I don't think I'm suffering of postpartum depression. That's great. And I thought she was gonna, you know, do like a pelvic exam or something, even though it was a C-section. But I don't know, I just thought, because another friend of mine had a C-section and she did have a pelvic exam. So I thought she was gonna do that, which I wasn't looking forward to because I don't like it. But no, she actually came over and she said, what questions do you have for me? Oh, she said, first let me take a look at your incision. So she checked my incision, she saw it was healing great. And yeah, and then she let me ask a few questions, and I just asked her like, I don't know, really basic questions. I don't remember. Oh, I asked her about my biconic uterus because I did wanted to know if, because I kind of had this idea, but I wanted the doctor to tell me yes, that's true or no. So I asked her if, considering I already had one pregnancy now, I asked her, if I try for baby number 2, do I have better chances for the pregnancy to go longer? You know what I mean? Because does the uterus stretch out? I asked her, you know, with each pregnancy, and she said yes. So that's great news. Now that doesn't mean that my next baby is not gonna be a preterm baby. I actually think I still have high chances of having another preterm baby, which I'm not happy about at all. But it would be nice to at least go, you know, a couple more weeks, like to make it to 37 weeks or so. That would be very cool if I could. But you never know. It's like I could also go like, my baby could be born even before 35 weeks, which I really don't want. But I mean, after what happened, after so many things didn't go the way I had planned, I've learned so much. I learned that there's so many things you cannot control, especially when it comes to, you know, delivery and, you know, just how your baby's gonna come into this world. You know, it's not about sometimes what you want, it's about what is meant to happen, I guess. I'm very glad that everything came out fine. Everything turned out great. You know, he's home now, he's healthy, but like I said, it was pretty hard. It was a bumpy start. He had a bumpy start, and it was hard for me, really hard for me as well. So again, I learned there's so many things you cannot have control of. One video I was gonna make was something like why I don't have a birth plan or something like that. And you know, there's always things though that you want things to go that way. But after what happened to me, I learned again, you gotta be very, very open-minded and very open-minded for anything, because things might go your way or things might not go your way, and that's what happened to me. And at least I'm glad that I was open-minded and almost ready for anything. I mean, I think I'm sure I mentioned in some of my videos that I wanted a natural birth, but if C-section was the way to go because of some medical reason or whatever, like it happened in the end, I was gonna be okay with that. I mean, again, you know, whatever they have to make to do to get the baby healthy and myself okay, like whatever they have to do. So, but of course, if I could have chosen, I would have chosen to go full term. I do feel my pregnancy didn't last as long as I expected it to. Sometimes I even look at my pictures, you know, with my pregnant belly, and I'm like, oh, I kind of miss my belly. You know, I'm so happy that he's here. But I also feel that I didn't get to experience those last few weeks, even though I always hear the last few weeks are not the best weeks. But again, if I could choose, I really hope next time I go up to 37 weeks. At least that would be really nice. And if I go to 35, well, at least I'll be ready and I know what to expect, you know, this time. So yeah, anyways, so okay guys, so I'm gonna show you how my belly looks. I'm not gonna show you the incision because it's too low and it's almost like right like on the bikini line. It's on the bikini line, so I'm not gonna show you that, but I wanted to show you my belly and how it looks. Now today is not a good example because I had some kind of southern style ribs for lunch today, and then I had some cheesecake. So yeah, it's not the best day to show you my belly from the side, but I don't know, I just wanted to show you how it looks. And again, I'm about like 120 pounds now, so I have 10 pounds to lose to get to my pre-pregnancy weight. So give me just 1 second and I will show you my belly. Alright, so this is my body now. Again, you can see it's not exactly how it was before the baby, but it's not that terrible either. I mean, I think it could be much worse. So give me just 1 second. So yeah, so that's my belly right now. Okay, so you see I do have a belly. Again, I think it was flatter at some point after the C-section, but then I indulged in all that, so yeah, so this is what happens, so this has to go. Oh my god. So yeah, but it's okay. I mean, I think it could be much worse, you know, and I didn't get any stretch marks, which is really good, really good, so I'm very glad about that. I hope that if I get to have baby number 2, I don't get any stretch marks either. But yeah, that's good. And this is just the mark of my yoga pants. So yeah, but no stretch marks at all. So that's really good. So, okay. All right, and I would like to show you guys Lucas, but my mom is giving him the bottle, so I don't want to interrupt him. He gets very cranky. He gets very cranky if somebody like takes the bottle away from him, or you know, interrupt those kind of sacred moments, or if he's napping and I like wake him up. He doesn't like that at all, of course, and that's normal. Who likes that, right? Yeah, so I'm sorry, but next time I hope to be able to make the video with him here so you guys can see him. He's doing great. We do have his 2-month checkup appointment on May 15. Yeah, on May 15, and he's gonna get his first round of shots, which I'm not looking forward to at all. I know he's gonna cry, and the thought of him crying, it just breaks my heart. And yeah, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. So yeah, okay guys, so I will see you again on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.